Hey folks, welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Justin Riley, and I hope you stick around because we've got a great show for you today. We're going to start out by talking with Jim Steffler and Colleen Orani from Rayovac. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
So good to have you with us. So good to have Rayovac in the house. Now, Rayovac is obviously a household. It's a household name. People know the name. They know that primarily your focus is on manufacturing of batteries. But you also, you're based here in Wisconsin, which is pretty cool. So first of all, tell us a little bit about Rayovac batteries and what makes your products kind of stand out among the rest.
Yeah, Rayovac is a great battery, and we actually started here in Wisconsin in 1906.
That's cool.
Yeah, Rayovac has been a part of a lot of our cool events in our nation's history. So in 1927, when Lindbergh flew across the Atlantic, he carried 2 Rayolite flashlights with him. And in the 30s, we had the first patented vacuum tube hearing aid. And in the 40s, we boosted our production to support the war effort. So Rayovac has been around for a long time. We're excited to be having our 110th anniversary next year and celebrating the great history of our brand and the great products that we make.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations on 110 years.
Thank
I'm
you.
assuming you haven't been there for the whole 110.
No.
So obviously you've been producing them for, have you been producing batteries that long in Wisconsin then?
We actually started producing batteries in Wisconsin in around 1906,
Okay.
but we have a facility in Fenimore, Wisconsin that started producing alkaline batteries a little over 45 years ago. And it was about a 40,000 square foot facility when it started out, and through some expansions today we have about 200,000 square foot. And,
Wow.
the capacity to produce over 1 billion batteries annually. So
1 billion, 1
Yeah.
billion batteries annually.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I started working for Rayovac in the summer of 1971. So I haven't been there the 100 years, but approaching the 50 mark. So yeah, it's a great place to work. They've provided opportunities for professional growth and personal growth and career advancement. And I met my wife there, my beautiful wife, 43 years.
Yeah.
And on a production line. So
There you go.
yeah, it's a great place.
A lot of great stories there. A lot of rich history, both personal and company-wide. So, what are some of the things that you've seen as far as changes or traditions or whatever over the years at being at Rayovac?
Oh, the growth. We started out as a small company that was really Wisconsin and U.S. focused, and we've grown into a company that's Spectrum Brands now, which is a global company. Our operations started out back in the 70s was a 5-day-a-week, 8 hours a day. Now we run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, producing
Wow.
batteries at speeds up to 600 a minute. So
600 batteries a minute.
600 batteries a minute, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and as Jim mentioned, Rayovac's part of Spectrum Brands, which has
Right.
over 14,000 employees worldwide. And so that's headquartered right here in Middleton.
That's very cool to have that here in Dane County.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you guys like best about working on batteries? Because one might not think that this is a terribly interesting thing, but obviously this is, from what I'm hearing, this is a great place to work and you must really enjoy what you do. So what do you like best about it?
Well, what we do is we provide security and safety to the people who use our products. We're the light in the dark, so to speak.
Literally.
Yeah, and we put the smiles on the faces of the little kids when they use our product in their toys, to power up their toys. So that's what we're all about. But it's not just about the product, it's about the people.
Absolutely.
It's about the team. And we've got a great team in Rayovac with a lot of pride, a lot of commitment. And over the years, a lot of American ingenuity with some of the first patents that came out with radios, et cetera. So that's really what keeps me going to work every day.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and right now we've actually kicked off a promotion with the Red Cross. So we're really proud of our partnership with them. We're providing flashlights and batteries to people in need as part of their relief efforts too.
Very cool. Well, we've got about 20 seconds left, but Colleen, can you show us real quickly some of the
Yeah,
latest products that
great.
you've got going on here?
Yeah, these are our Fusion batteries. This is our longest lasting battery, a really great product. So get out and try this one. It lasts longer than Energizer Max, 35% longer.
It's
wow,
made in
okay.
Fenimore.
Made in Fenimore, that's right. We also have our indestructible lights. These things were made to last a lifetime. They've been 30-foot drop tested, and this is just a great product with a lifetime warranty, so try these out. And then we also have our Rayovac phone chargers. So this is a portable
cool.
power pack. This is great for when you're on the go and your phone starts to die. You can just
Sure.
plug it right into this, and it will power up your phone anywhere.
Wow, very cool. Lots of good stuff. So check it out. Great ideas for holiday gifts here. Colleen Orani and Jim Steffler, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
These
Thank you.
folks joined us from Rayovac. Don't you go away. We've got more Talk of the Town coming up right after this. And welcome back to Talk of the Town. Holiday shopping is upon us, and I'm joined now by Marketing Director for Westtown Mall, Tiffany Bernhard Schultz. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome back. This is your second time back here within a year, I think.
That's right, and I think I'm going to be back in a few weeks again.
Excellent, excellent. We'll look forward to that. So you're going to talk to us a little bit about the new Toy Box play area that's at the mall right now, and this is what replaced the old kind of playground that was there. So talk to us about what this is.
This is a brand new play area for kids, and it is a partnership between Fisher-Price and Westtown Mall, one of the very first ones in the country to debut. We opened this a few weeks ago, and it's definitely themed with all the classics from Fisher-Price.
Classics, and I can see a couple of those here. So you've got the train set that everybody's familiar with. You've got the xylophone. What are these called? I never knew what to call those. Just the donuts on a stick or something?
Well, I can go through each individual piece. These, like I said, these are from all the classic toys that you have played with, that your parents had played with, and even dating back 70, 80 years that your grandparents had played with.
Sure.
The main focal point is the Fisher-Price Barnyard that's in the play area that I don't have shown here, but we have the Thomas the Tank engines. That is a favorite that dates back to 1917 with the Thomas characters, and the #1 tank engine is Thomas.
Those characters are that old?
Dates back to 1917, yes.
I never knew that.
Thomas the Tank, everybody loves him. He's the blue smiling tank engine in the island of Sodor, and he has his best friend Percy in the play area with him. And everybody knows that loves Thomas that Percy likes to deliver the mail.
Right.
So that kids can jump on, climb on. A lot of kids like to sit in the front and put their arms around the smokestack of the trains. They are larger than life, so kids' eyes...
So these are huge?
They're huge,
so these aren't just,
No, they are just not little pieces. They are big foam pieces. For example, a coffee table. That is the size of Thomas, and kids can climb on it, and then they're standing probably chest level with you when they're sitting on it. So those are two of the pieces that are in there from the Thomas the Tank engine. This is called the Rock-a-Stack.
Rock-a-Stack, okay.
And this is very cool. It has its bright, colorful rings. But you can't play with the rings in the play area. You can jump on them. You can climb on them. But what's neat about this is that there's a tunnel going through it.
Oh, okay. So what we've got here is basically a miniature version of what can be found in the Toy Box play area.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Just replicas. You'll also see the Chatterphone over there, which is also a Fisher-Price classic. It's a rotary phone. How many rotary phones are still around?
Do kids even know
here?
what those are anymore? I don't know.
I don't know if they really know what it is, but it's got the smiling face on the front, and on the back of it is a slide that the kids can slide down as they're climbing and jumping on it. And then the xylophone is a huge piece in the play area. Lots of colorful,
you got the mallet and everything.
Your favorite. It doesn't have the play piece here. It's just the xylophone, but it's very colorful, and kids can use their own imagination as they play on it.
Sure. So can they get on top of it and that sort of thing?
Yep, they can get on top of it. They jump on it. They slide
They can be the
on
mallet.
It. Absolutely. They're having a lot of fun. And then the piece that's not shown here is the big Fisher-Price Barnyard. Kids can climb in it. So it's like a little house inside, and then it has a slide that slides down into the Toy Box play area, and it is also complete with the Barnyard Friends cow and pig that can also be climbed on and jumped on as well.
Very cool, very cool. So who is eligible to play in the Toy Box area? How big, how small? What are the ages?
The play area is meant for young children, 42 inches and smaller. So it's a great way to come bring your kids to burn off steam and sit and relax while you watch and interact with your kids as they're playing and making new friends.
Sure. I thought you were going to say 42 years and younger. Darn
no,
it. I'm a little disappointed
42
there.
inches.
So is this something that's open as long as the mall is open? Are there special hours for the Toy Box play area?
Play area is open all mall hours, so
Okay.
Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., 11 to 6 on Sundays, and mall hours are extended during the holiday season. Viewers can look at our website, see what our holiday hours are, and if we are open longer mall hours, the Toy Box Play area is open as well.
Extended holiday hours, something we're all
Extended
grateful for.
Yes.
So, Tiffany Bernhard Schultz from Westtown Mall, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Don't go away. There's more Talk of the Town coming up right after this. Stick around.
Hey folks, welcome back to Talk of the Town. If you're looking for a great breakfast or lunch, this is the place for you. One of my personal favorites, the Egg and I. We are joined today by local owner Stephen Dascom and his guest Anna, and we're so pleased to have you. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate being here.
Well, you know I love your restaurant. These guys are in Business Magazine's winner of Best Breakfast, won some other awards as well. So these guys are top notch. If you haven't been yet, make a point to go. Let's talk a little bit about some of your menu changes. You are making a switch to add in some healthier options. You've always had some great healthy options, but you're doing some more.
I don't think we're actually adding so much as we're adjusting our recipes to make
Okay.
things a little bit healthier. You know, not quite so much cheese, you know, things like that.
I think that's
we're,
good.
we're not compromising our quality or our great taste. This whole new nutrition guidelines that are coming up made us be more aware of, you know, what's in our food, and you know, we can make it a little healthier without really compromising.
I think that's great. You've always had some wonderful healthy options, and any way that you can add in just a little bit additional, health benefits for folks out there when they're coming for breakfast or lunch. You don't want to spoil your whole day on one meal, so really smart. Now, on another topic, we're of course going to segue right to banana bread, one of
Sure.
my favorites. You always have these wonderful specials. So what's going on right now?
Well, talk about spoiling it. I mean, this is, we're running a limited time offer again. This time it's the banana bread French toast. Well, basically we make the banana bread ourselves in the store and bake it in the store, and then we turn it into French toast. I mean, how great is that?
It sounds perfect. Yes, you can sign me up for that. I always love your specials, so this one sounds amazing. And I want to talk about, we're going into the holidays now, so again, if you haven't been to the Egg and I, this is a great way to get introduced to it. If you have been, it's a great way to get a deal on your next visit. So talk to us about this 50-10 deal.
Okay, well, it's basically almost, I mean, depending on how you want to use it, it could be a 20% off for you. If you buy $50 worth of gift cards, you can make it $5 $10 ones, $5 ones, I don't care, one $50 one. We'll give you a $10 gift certificate to use next year. It's good from January through the end of April.
That's wonderful. So that's just superb. So the Egg and I is off of Todd Drive on the Beltline, and a bigger place than you would think. Definitely a great spot to go have breakfast or lunch, big meeting room, all kinds of wonderful things. And Stephen, introduce Anna to us if you would. This is your guest, and we're so glad to have you.
Okay, well, Anna's my fiance.
Hi, I'm Anna.
Hello. So glad to have you. Now, you have had a lot of firsts, I understand. So this is your first time seeing snow?
Yes, this probably it's not because when I'm flying from Hong Kong to Chicago, and on my flight, I was the first time see the snow is was on Japan, Osaka, but I cannot touch it. I just see from the window.
Just thought.
Just flying over it.
But in here, I can play with the snow.
So now you get to be here and experience the cold and all of that.
Yeah, actually, it's really, really cold because, but it's okay for me. I will be fine because I was stay in Hong Kong for a few years and then in Macau. So it's there also it's a cool, even not very cold like in Madison, but it's
Right.
fine for me.
Yeah, you seem to be weathering it just perfectly. And Anna has been helping out at the Egg and I, so you can see Miss Anna over there as well. Stephen, how wonderful is it for you to finally have Anna here joining you?
Oh my. The things we had to go through together here.
It's a long journey.
It just seems like every time we turned around, there was a new roadblock to an obstacle to overcome, So, we did an awful lot of things, and it took a long time, but we finally got it all done.
Yeah, you sure did.
There is one thing that I would really like to say to you today. I'm not a great man or powerful man or a wise man or anything like that, or not a fireman or a policeman or a postman, or I'm not Superman or Batman or Spider-Man or anything like that. But I think I'm a pretty good guy, and I'd like to know that if you'd be willing to marry me. I got a ring for you. Will you marry me?
Yes, I do.
Yay, she says yes. Oh my goodness.
There we go. Got a ring.
And the ring is on. So beautiful.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
You can kiss the fiance. Can I say that? Oh my God, you guys are so cute. Thank you so much for doing that on the show. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you guys. We'll keep posted on your wedding plans.
Yeah.
Stephen and Anna from the Egg and I, and now engaged. That's it. What a great way to end the show. That's all for Talk of the Town. Thanks to all of our guests. Thank you for watching. Please join us next time.
And welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm joined now by our good friend Eric Hewitt from the Medicine Shop in Monona. Eric, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
So it's getting to be cold. People are starting to get sick. You're hearing a lot more coughs and sniffles and that sort of thing. Why is it that people tend to get more sick during the winter months than at other times of the year?
Possibly just because they need one more thing to deal with, during the holidays and things like that.
Yeah.
But no, I think it comes down to a couple of things. I think, number one, our bodies are working a lot harder to stay warm and has all that activity going on. People do get stressed out. That adds to it. And then also we're, I think, in closer proximity, in closer quarters oftentimes. We're oftentimes inside the houses
Yes.
With a lot more people, expose a lot of people, and therefore get exposed to more, germs and things like that.
Houses and buildings tend to almost act as incubators during this time of year. It's like that's just where if you're sharing a space for an extended period of time and not getting out and getting fresh air, you're going to get what everybody else has.
Absolutely. Extended family comes in and they can bring what they have with them. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some things that people can do to try to stay healthy this season?
I think there's a couple of things, and this is getting to be more of a general, knowledge kind of thing, but we can go over them anyways. Washing hands is always going to be, paramount. Because those germs are going to, get on your hands when you're touching things, touching tables, that kind of thing. So washing hands can really kill off some of those bacteria. Using hand sanitizer does similar things. And then just simple things, coughing into your elbow rather than into your hands, covering your sneezes, that kind of thing, and washing your hands, very frequently are all great things to do.
And obviously, as a pharmacist, you offer some products that people can take over the counter. What are the general rules regarding what people should and shouldn't take over the counter?
Whenever somebody comes into the pharmacy at Medicine Shop to ask me about that, I always ask them first and foremost, what are your symptoms? There's a lot of multi-symptom cold products out there that you may be treating a couple of different things that you're not experiencing. So my general rule of thumb really is to treat only the symptoms that you have. If you don't have a cough, you don't need to take a multi-symptom cold pill that has something to deal with cough. Similarly, if you don't have a fever, you don't need something with something like that in there. So really, the main thing is to only treat what symptoms you're having and experiencing.
That makes sense because you don't want people to take medications that are not necessarily and put those types of things in their bodies if they don't need it.
If they don't need it, don't need to take it.
Absolutely. So I often, we hear a lot about products like vitamin C tablets, zinc supplements, airborne tablets, etc. Do you find that those things work?
I'm not a huge proponent of them. You may
really?
find
Okay.
people that really do like them. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. That means that if you load yourself up with vitamin C, whatever is more than what your body needs, you're gonna go to the bathroom and get rid of,
Sure.
that kind of thing. So the most that those things have shown to be beneficial in is they've been shown if you take them at the very first onset of cold, they may reduce the duration of the cold by about a third of a day. And that's if you start very early on. And that's, you get it in one study and then the next study doesn't show as much, as great evidence of it. So it's really something that, to me, there's not a huge benefit of it, but there have been people that say they swear by it, and I'm not going to get in the way of
Sure.
telling them differently with that. But
If it works, then it works.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
So what about zinc? Have you had experience with zinc at all?
Again, zinc, very similar.
Okay.
It's one of those where if taken right away, there has been studies that have shown, but it's really the benefit, a third of a day.
Yeah.
So if you're a 4-day cold and, you only have, 3 and
3/4 of
yeah,
the day.
exactly. Is that really helping? Yeah.
Right, yeah. So what about patients with high blood pressure? Are there products that he or she should avoid taking?
Big thing with that are things called decongestants. So when you're really stuffy, so those are your Sudafeds. There's also phenylephrine that's available over the counter. Those things can raise people's heart rate and therefore blood pressure. And so that's something that you really want to limit taking if you do have high blood pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. And diabetic patients, are there certain things that they should avoid or use with caution?
Yeah, and those, it goes back to sugar. You know, there's a lot of sugar-free cough medicines and products out there that you want to make sure, even throat lozenges for that matter, sometimes those have sugar in them. So you want to avoid things that have, you know, excess amounts of sugar in them. And then oftentimes those people also have high blood pressure problems as, you know, kind of a complication of their diabetes. So, you know, using caution with the decongestants again is really, you know, something that should be looked at.
Eric Hewitt from the Medicine Shop in Monona, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks again for having me.
Eric joined us from the Medicine Shop in Monona and talked to us about some ways that you can stay healthy during this holiday season. Thanks for joining us here on Talk of the Town, and we'll see you next time.